It's end of May 2022 and I'm just looking through to the orchard here that was planted. It started in the winter of 2013. The trees are just finishing setting flowers into fruit now, and it's been quite a gentle spring, though not particularly warm, but thankfully no late frost. So all the trees are looking quite good. We have even got some flowers on some of the plum trees as well. So, and a lot of flowers, or a lot of set fruit on the pears too. So, pretty happy with that. I'll just take you around on our walk on the wilder side. We have been letting a lot of the undergrowth just grow. Just mowing the paths so we can get around the garden, but it does mean that there's a lot of nice protection for frogs and other things. This year we have a new pond. We discovered that if we just went a bit lower with this one here, the water table came up there, so that's no liner to that, and we're rather pleased with it. I even got some lilies from my mum and popped them in there, and they're just coming up now. I can walk around here and see it. There was lots of frogs born earlier. That's about the height of it when it's just with the water table, but when it rains it gets a lot higher. We tried digging a bit further down, but it just kept filling up. It was a bit tricky. But anyway, it seems to be doing the trick. There's plenty of wildlife in there, all sorts of things popping around, and hopefully it will prove. We've also got a little pipe coming down there from some of our water capture off the roofs. The roofs up in the house and around the sheds. So we fill it up, keep it full, keep it, reasonable level so it doesn't dry out. And as I say, everything's been sort of growing and going a bit bonkers. There's lots of flowers. I planted some of the wildflowers that grow around the garden here. There's lady's mantle and granny's bonnets and honesty. There's a teasel. There's a great mullein just coming up there, and some bats in the belfry in front of it. So evening primrose for the finches. They love the seeds so much. So we're trying to spread things around. Lots of foxgloves, of course. Spread the seeds around so that they'll come down and there'll be more for everybody. That's the idea. There's plenty of room here for wildlife and other things to eat. As long as they've got food, there's plenty of places to nest. So I'll just walk up this willow lane here. So I managed to cut the arches again and neaten them up a bit. The sedges are coming along again. We harvested a lot of willow, which I've been using to repair some of the fences you can see there, just to give it a little definition, I suppose. And here's a new piece of hawthorn that we added to the end of the well lane, which is up here. It goes up to the old garden at the top. So it's all coming on nicely. Got lots of cranesbill here along the wall, ferns and cow parsley, and there's a gooseberry bushes and some red currants. Godlias for the butterflies. Some of these things planted themselves. There's the end of the flowering of the primrose there. That's one of our compost heaps over there. Chickens are having a nice time raking about in it. And we put in some more apple trees. Here and there some we'd grafted ourselves. Some of them have actually got some flowers on too. So let's see what they do. And that's the Sally garden down there, which is mostly cut now. We left some longer ones. Might replant them elsewhere later. And more red currants. And that's the woodland walk up there, which is quite nice now. It's getting all grown over now. Grows over in the spring. There's lots of bluebells and garlic, wild garlic, and that growing now. So that's nice. So that's a bit more of our wild garden, growing and growing. There's a pheasant berry there. There's another little wild patch in there we made. Onto the vegetable garden bit.